They never had a pretty girl from Joburg to me now, and that's what they prefer.
You know, songs like that, they are stories that people can identify with. You know what I mean? Anybody. Children were singing this song at graduations, at weddings, at funerals.
Hello, my name is Inganati, and this is the first official video of the channel, so welcome. Thank you so much for clicking on this video, and yeah, let's get to the order of business.
People are gonna see me everywhere, so if you don't like me, I'm sorry.
So who is Tyla? Tyla Laura Sito is a South African musician who at just 22 years old has already earned herself her first Grammy. Now in this video, we're going to talk about the year Tyla's had, from her debut album to the deluxe to the A1 performances that she's put out time after time after time. I want to talk about all of this, but ultimately I want to highlight why I think Tyla is so necessary at this point. If not for the global music scene, then definitely to and for the South African audience.
Hey, I'm Tyla Cecil. I'm 11 years old and I'm going to be singing Die in Your Arms by Justin Bieber.
Born and raised in the city of gold, Johannesburg, Tyla grew up knowing that she wanted to become a singer. In interviews, she's explained that she grew up singing at every chance she got. She'd sing at family functions, at school events, and she did all of this with the support of her parents. So it came as no surprise when, at the end of her high school career, she expressed that she wanted to pursue music.
And what's your situation with your parents?
I'm actually very lucky to have a family that supports me 100% with music. Whatever I want to do, they know that this is where my heart is, and they respect that, and I just thank God every day for that.
So with the support of her parents and a love for music, Tyla would need a couple more things before she could start her career. One of which is...
What are you most looking forward to celebrating this win with?
My friends, my best friend is standing right there, so
Come on, bestie. Yes.
Come bestie, come bestie.
Tato Nzimande, Tyla's creative director and best friend, is the magic behind some of the singer's best looks, creatively directing Tyla's debut album cover and her Grammys look. The two seem to be a really dynamic duo that works well together.
We started doing specific experimenting with styles from like 2019, 2018, different looks. It's green, we got a little bit of gem, like ocean sparkle, you know, like some cute vibes. We have like in the hair, seashells in the hair, so we're just like marrying the idea of the ocean, nature, like the closest that we could get to organic but stunning. The sage green, like this mesh with the Swarovski crystals.
Of course, it takes a whole team to shape and bring an artist's vision to life. So Tyla's team does extend to people outside of herself and her best friend. But there's something invaluable about having your best friend be the primary guiding hand in a process as important as curating your image. Tyla's two most consistent collaborators are her creative director and her choreographer, Lachey Yannicka, who has been choreographing for Tyla from the very beginning. And not to categorize his style of dance, because it isn't limited to this, but it is very grounded in South African dance culture, but it also leans itself into very sensual movements that are most popular for pop artists. This is a combination that truly works for Tyla, a combination that is sure to set Tyla apart in the global music scene. When working on the choreography of her smash hit Water, Tyla has explained that it was during a rehearsal where she had the idea of doing the Bacardi choreography over the song Water. This was not the initial plan, as the choreography was for a different song. I mention this point because yes, the dance is what truly brought attention to the song, but I also mention this because this is the type of collaborative work necessary for a successful artist. Tyla's involvement in her work, coupled with her choreographer's willingness to take her lead on something as simple as what choreography should go with what song, will only ever lead them as a team to success. The work these three do together is truly beautiful, and it allows them to bring Africa to the world, as Tyla is determined to do. And I hope that they continue working together in the future.
It's a fusion between African music and Western R&B and pop.
Yeah.
You know, like I grew up listening to a lot of R&B,
Okay.
a lot of pop, and I loved it so much. And watching the pop stars on TV and wanting to be that,
Yeah.
but an African pop star.
Right.
Sonically, Tyla offers something new, marrying pop, R&B with Amapiano in a way that no one has done before. The standard is definitely set of what a pop star looks like, and Tyla is inspired by the standard. But the exciting thing is that we haven't had an African pop star to dominate the way Tyla intends to, and this is what makes her that much more exciting. The album is definitely in my top 10 of albums released in the past 10 years by an African artist. It sits next to some of my favorites, which I won't mention now because that's a completely different video. This album is an album I can play from beginning to end. And to make this part of the video quick, we're gonna go through some of my favorite tracks from the album. My top 5.
Drum roll, please.
In no particular order. On and On, Back to You, To Last, Butterflies or Breathe Me, and the song of the summer, Push to Start. My favorite performance is the Jimmy Fallon performance, by far. So if at this point of the video you're still wondering, what is the hype about Tyla? Well, I'll tell you. Apart from the fact that she is talented, she has a clear vision of what she wants to achieve and the team to help her achieve this. I think that Tyla is successful and has all of this hype because she introduces a refreshing perspective to the dream of making it big. She introduces the reality that it is possible. The dream of being successful on a scale that hasn't been done before as a South African artist is possible. And while international recognition isn't new for South African artists, as many of our artists have been signed to international labels before in the past, after maybe their breakout EPs or hit albums, this recognition has often been fleeting. The hype fades, and as soon as their sound evolves or changes under international influence, it seems as though there starts to be a disconnect between the artists themselves and their audience. It might be too early to say, but it seems as though Tyla will not have this problem, as her international team and label seem to be what places her at an advantage, offering worldwide exposure and recognition to her already well-developed sound and image. Her team still largely comprises of people both international and from her home country, so she has that grounding system in place to influence her creative decisions, keeping her connected to what first captivated her fans. This is what I think will allow her to stay authentic while navigating the global stage. In conclusion, Tyla's hype is well deserved. She's a trailblazer, and we will support. So let's buy her music, let's buy the Stanley Cups if we can, and let's attend her concerts. Speaking of which, I still need to get my ticket. Anyway, that brings us to the end of this video. Tell me in the comments what you think about her album, your favorite track, and what you'd like to see from the channel. Bye.